good? So, you may be able to notice in my voice, boy is a little sick, dealing with some sinus issues right now. And could not take dealing with just staying in the house all day, so I had to come out here, mess with the 300. So my new amplifier came today from, let me backtrack a little bit, right? So the last video, the subscriber car appreciation. Just want to let y'all know we are definitely going to do that. Got really good feedback about it, and I'm just waiting to get more cars. I got maybe about 6 so far. Like I said, I'm shooting for 10, and we're gonna make this maybe a once a month thing. Towards the end of the month, each month, we'll do subscriber car appreciation. So appreciate all of y'all that was down for that, and everybody that watched the videos and hit the like button. You know what I mean? That's real dope. But anyway, back to what I was saying. We are installing a new amp, and I remember, man, I had a subscriber a while back ask, how do you put subs in if you don't have an aftermarket radio? So since I gotta change this amp, I just figured I'd give you a real quick, brief rundown on how to do it. It's really simple, doesn't take very much time whatsoever. Even if you don't have like experience installing any audio equipment, which I'm not a professional either. And I wanna stress that to anybody that may watch this and then won't go tinker with your car. I'm not a professional. I'm only telling you what I know, and this works for me, right? All right, guys, so I just got all of these unwrapped. I had some wire conduit on it, to make it neat and clean and shit. But obviously, for the sake of what I'm doing, I had to get some more so I can take the old stuff off. But for those who are curious, right? You don't have subs in your car, you've been thinking about it, you don't want to go spend a bunch of money. I'll show you how you do this really simple. Even if you don't have much experience dealing with audio equipment. And I'm sure it's probably better ways, because I am no professional. I'm gonna say that again, I am no professional with this. This is from years and years, all of my cars, trial and error, figuring this stuff out to save money. So I did it myself, but obviously the first thing you wanna do anytime you're dealing with a power source is disconnect this shit, man. Don't want to get electrocuted, none of that goofy shit. So you got your battery. If you got the 300, it's gonna be down here. In my case, since mine is already wired up, all I need to do is disconnect my negative. So I'm gonna disconnect the negative, and then take this old amp off, put the new one on, because that's all I'm doing. But in your case, right, you're gonna have to obviously disconnect all of this stuff. So you're gonna disconnect your positive, your negative, and it really just depends like where you want to ground. You can find a different ground, but I just went ahead and used the ground that my battery was already going to. Makes it a lot simpler than having to drill and sand stuff to create your own ground, right? And then you hook your power wire up, simple. Unfortunately, my box is like, I'm not about to take this box out of here, but you have your wiring harness to you have this wiring harness, you can see a bit right here, that you wire your signal wire to. Again, really simple, man. That's what this gray wire is. I know y'all hear me sniffing, man. I got some sinus issues going on right now. But yeah, you take your signal wire that comes with your installation kit, and now obviously it just depends on what you want to wire it to, but you want to make sure that signal wire is wired to something that is controlled by the ignition, meaning you press the ignition and it's firing up. You press the ignition to turn it off and it's going off, you know what I mean? Because you don't want to hook it to something that, like that's gonna be constantly powering the amp even when you're not in your car. So you want to make sure it's wired to something that's going to come on and then go off based on whether you're running the car or not. And I'm not, because again, I'm not a professional, so for the sake of that, I'm not going to tell you which wire to hook it to. know what I mean? Just in case, like I would assume every 300 has the same wiring harness. I mean, I would assume, but I don't know that for certain. So, you know, maybe a different year might have a different harness. So the wires may be slightly different. I have no clue, but again, and you can find that information from doing a simple Google search. You just search, see what color wire runs what, you know what I mean, and find something that only comes on once you turn the key on for your car. You're gonna tap into that wire. I have some wire splicers in here somewhere. I'm not sure where they are exactly, but that's pretty simple. It's pretty much, it's just a little piece. You'll run the signal wire into one end and then clamp it down on the wire you're trying to tap into, and it'll tap it, you know what I mean? Nothing else is necessary other than that. It's actually really simple. You can get them from AutoZone. So you got, oh man, they got a, I know, I'm pretty sure y'all can hear that through the camera. Got a hot ride passing by, but so yeah, you got your power, you got your ground, you got all that hooked up. You hooked up the signal wire onto now, because you got to be wondering where these RCAs run. Okay, so for this part, you're gonna need what's called a line out converter. I think they have different things they call them as well, but I know it as a line out converter, line output converter, right? So let's see, this thing got a few little push pins in it. Probably could just pull it down. That'll do. See, I got the wires wrapped up here. All right, so you got your factory speakers up there, one on each side, and if you have premium, you should have a sub right here as well, which that would be the one I would recommend doing your line out to if you have it, but just assuming that you don't, you're gonna have to tap into these. So this is a line output converter. As you can see, it's got the RCAs going to it, and then it's got some wires on this side, and that's what you actually wire to these speakers. So you're gonna take your negative from this wire, from that speaker, and run it to the negative of your other speaker, and then you're gonna do the same thing from the positive. Run your positive from that wire to the positive on this one, connect them, and then you're gonna connect those to the line output converter. One wire is positive, one wire is negative. And it's literally that simple, man. Nothing else more than that is necessary to get this to do what you want it to do. You know what I mean? So, right, negative is the white and black wire, and the positive is the all white one. Real simple. You've done that. All that's left is to hook your amp up, you know, the wiring on your amp, and then turn it on. It's literally that simple, guys. Like, not a tough thing to do by any means. I'm sorry, I know I got y'all looking at the carpet in here, but just trying to fix this thing. But yeah, so let me get this amp off. I'm gonna get this one off, get the new one on, and then I'll cut the camera back on in a second. All right, man, well, that is how you install your amp and subs on your factory radio hardware. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and clean all of this up so it doesn't look like ass back here. Again, got my wire conduit for that. If any of you guys need an amplifier, just hit me in the comments. I mean, this thing has only been in here for maybe, I don't know, 2 months, 3 months or something. Doesn't have any problems with it. It is perfectly fine. It just isn't nearly as powerful as this one. So that's the only reason I'm swapping it, is just to have more power to these two subs. That is it. It works perfectly fine. And yeah, man, so again, I'm no professional with this. I'm pretty sure it's a million YouTube videos you can look at that'll give you a a rundown on how to do that in a more professional manner than me. Yeah, I'm positive there's plenty of those, but this is just me. Been doing this for a long time in my own cars, so that's just the way I do it. So there's that. Again, you guys, for the subscriber car appreciation, get your pictures in, man. If you haven't watched that video, go back and watch it. I'll put a link down in the description. If you haven't, you can go check it out. And send your cars, man. We're gonna put them up on the glass. You know what I mean? We're gonna let the world see it, see what you guys are coming up with, what you're putting together, and you know, just show love, man. That's the beauty of the car community. So with that, it is such a nice day outside, might I add. We're gonna go ahead and call it right there, man. We're gonna enjoy this sun today. We probably go in the backyard and get on the swing or something. Me and the little one. Anyways, man, hopefully y'all having a good day. I'm out.